Hey, Allison, how you doing? It's unlike us to go live at this hour, but we figured we'd just come on for a little bit. How are you? Calvin's next to me, but he's kind of tuckered out. Yeah, same here. We're not going to be on too long tonight. Getting tired myself. Hey, John, how are you? Welcome. Hey, Fast Pierre. I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you? Yeah, we don't usually go live at this hour, but I figured we'd just go on for a bit. I'm getting ready to go to bed soon. Calvin is next to me. Let me see if I can show him real quick. Give me a minute. I'm laying down on the couch, just relaxing. And there he is. Oh, there he is. Hey, bud, how are you? He's like, it's late. But yeah, Calvin's next to me. He likes to cuddle. We're doing well. Thanks, Fast Pierre. You're getting ready to move, John. Oh, wow. Where are you moving to? Same state, or just a different apartment or house? Yes, there he is. Sleepy boy, sleepy human too. I know it stinks, like getting old. Like 11 o'clock when I was younger, it was just like time to get going. But for me now, 11 o'clock's like, oh my god, I'm getting really tired, especially on Fridays. Like after a long week of working, God, Friday nights are tough. It stinks to get old. Ooh, we got 19 in the chat. Can we get some likes on this video? Indiana. Oh wow, that's a big move from Missouri. What part of Indiana, John, are you moving to? Hey, Roblox, your name is Indiana. Hey, Sigma Rock. Yeah, he's tired. Exactly, Allison. Yeah, I agree with that. It's okay, Fast Pierre. Honestly, if you have a long week by Friday, it just catches up to you. Hey, Kissy Cat, how are you? Wow, south of Indianapolis. Maybe you guys can catch up with. Are you, John? Are you familiar with Ruby and Rock? They also have Boston Terriers. They have 7 of them. I'm pretty sure they live around Indianapolis. Maybe you can catch up with them or meet up with them. That would be cool. Oh, good, Kissy Cat. Glad you're well. Yeah, we're just chilling. It's 11 p.m. here on the East Coast. I'm just kind of winding down. I had my sister and brother-in-law came over earlier, and we hung out for a bit. And they left about an hour ago, and now I'm just kind of winding down. Oh yeah, they're awesome, right, Allison? Oh yeah, John. If you should, John, check out. If you're not familiar with Ruby and Rock, check out their channel. They're amazing. But I think you might know who they are. They have Ruby and Rock are the parents, and so they accidentally didn't get them fixed in time, and so Ruby and Rock decided that they would have a litter of puppies, and so they have 5 puppies. Well, they're probably like 2, 3 years old now, but I guess still technically puppies. But yeah, let me see if I can remember all the names. They've got Ruby and Rock are the parents. Then you've got Daisy, Nuna, Pearl, Jelly, and Bean. Those are the 5 pups. I agree too, Allison. How do you give up one? Like if you didn't, it's not like they intended to breed. I just think it was an accident. So at that point, it's like, yeah, you got to keep them all. But they got them fixed, which was the right thing to do. Yeah, so Kissy Cat, Boston's back in the day. I've seen like older pics of Boston. I feel like they did look a little different. I feel like they've evolved over like the last like 20, 30 years for sure. So John, if you don't mind me asking, what is making you move to Indiana? Because I know you live in Missouri. Well, Kissy Cat, weren't they bred to like fight back in the day? Or weren't they bred to be like mean dogs? Yeah, it was definitely an accident, Allison. They didn't mean to breed them, but it happens. And you know what? I bet now that they have them, they're psyched to have them. But yes, good idea for them to get fixed. Hey, Trish, how are you? West Coast from Whitby Island, Washington. Do I have that right? I know it's some island in Washington. Look at Calvin. Calvin. Okay. Hey, Calvin. Treat. Pecco. Walk. Chicken. Pete. Let's see if I can get him to move. Pete. Pecco. Chicken. Hey, Calvin. Treat. Pecco. Chicken. Clearly, it's too late for him. He doesn't even care. Oh, you found a new job, John? Well, congratulations. It's a good reason to move. And sorry that you lost your job, but I hope this job works out very well for you. How's the weather this weekend, Kissy Cat? So today, oh my God, it poured like crazy today. Not in the morning, between like the hours of 6:30 when I woke up till about noon. It was cloudy and overcast, but it didn't rain. And then from like 12:30 until probably 7:30, it just downpoured the entire time. It rained cats and Calvins today, Ari. Ari World, what's up, man? Welcome in. I usually don't go live at 11 p.m. Eastern time, but figured we would. Calvin, do you want a treat? Calvin, do you want a treat? What the heck? Oh my God. Look at me. Uh-oh. I stirred the pot. Calvin, come here, bud. I shouldn't have said that. Where you going, bud? I know, I owe him. That was bad. All right, I got to get him a treat. Calvin, you want a treat? I am not using the gimbal. That's okay. It's too late to set up the gimbal, but we're all right. So did you guys see I posted a video tonight? I actually I had to pay Calvin the cheese tax for the first time in a while. I don't normally give him cheese, but I was cutting some cheese, and he sniffed that out pretty quickly. And so I paid the cheese tax for the night. Oh, Calvin wants a late night drink. Little late night drink. I had to pay the cheese tax already for sure. Hey, Barry, welcome in. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Yeah, late night. So today was a really busy day for me. I may have mentioned, well, I did mention it in a previous live stream, but I'll flip the camera and you guys can see me for a minute. But I've been working on a certification for my job to be a certified compensation professional, and there's like 8 courses that I need to take, and I've taken 5, but I just took 2 of them over the last like 2 months, and I actually took 2 exams today, and I did very well on them. I actually got a 90% on one and a 91% on the other. The first exam was brutally difficult. I mean, obviously I did well on it, but it like actually hurt my head taking that exam. It was just very tough. Like it's all multiple choice, but like if you're not sure of an answer, you can like flag it and like move on to the next question. I think I flagged like 12 questions in that exam. There were 82 in total. And I came back and obviously, finished answering those questions. And I'm going to bet that I probably got at least half of those wrong. But, I'm happy. I did pretty damn well. So it took me an hour and 20 minutes to do the first exam and an hour and 5 minutes to do the second exam, Ari. So not brutal, but very happy that I passed both with a 90% and a 91%. That's pretty good. So now I have three more classes and exams to take, and I'll be certified in what I'm going for. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, thanks, Trish. I'm happy about that. Yeah, it was. So I've just been doing a lot of studying in the last couple of weeks. So, our video output has been a little bit slow, but I think we're gonna go live tomorrow. I know I should be like advertising that, but I think we're gonna do some kind of game tomorrow, and then I got to go out and get my mom a Mother's Day gift, and then I'm playing golf in the afternoon, and then Sunday we have Mother's Day at my mom's house, so that'll be good. I'm not sure, Allison. I'm definitely going to take one more this year. I might wait. I just might wait until like the summer's over. I might take it early fall, and so I just need a little bit of a break because the 2 classes that I took were a total of like 20 hours. So 20 hours of course time, and I've easily studied at least 60 hours between the 2 courses. Just a lot of material. I never doubted that I wouldn't pass, but like I try to do as well as I can. I'm kind of one of those people. I just don't want to pass. I want to do as well as I can. So, but yeah, I am very happy that I passed those 2 courses. It was, let me tell you, after I took the first class, I had told my team, I'm like, hey, I'm going to take 2 exams because I can schedule them, kind of whenever I want, as long as I take them within 4 months of taking the class. And so I'm like, I'm taking both classes, both exams today. I just want to get it done. And then after the first exam, because it literally hurt my head, I was just like, oh my God, this is nuts. I'm like, I'm not sure I'm going to take the second exam today. I don't know if I have it in me. And then I just said, okay, you know what? Let's take a 20, 30-minute break, which I did. I just kind of relaxed, regrouped. And at that point, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do this other exam. I felt pretty comfortable with the second exam. I felt like the material was kind of a little bit more up my alley. It's stuff that I do in my day-to-day work environment. So I felt like I was going to be good. And sure enough, I was. So I'm happy I got that done, to be honest with you. I'm going to go over to Calvin. He's having a 11:17 p.m. snack or dinner. Calvin's finishing his snack. Calvin. Yeah, snacks are good anytime. I agree, John. It is a great accomplishment, Ari. I'm happy about it. You know what? I've been wanting to do this certification. I started it like 15 years ago, and unfortunately, the company, well, actually more than 15 years ago, probably like 20 years ago, the company I worked for at the time was committed to helping me see that through, and then they kind of fell on hard times. Oh, Calvin, you're barking. What are you barking at? They fell on hard times, and so they couldn't afford to pay for it anymore, or they were just cutting back on training. And so I kind of stopped doing it, and then I just never got back to it. And then I've been at this company for 15 years, but compensation practices at my company weren't a big thing until like just recently. And so I just wanted to do it. And so I'm happy that I'm doing it. Yes, Allison, he needed a bedtime snack. I needed a midnight snack too, actually. Oh, yes. I got my car back today, actually, Allison. Sorry, Trish. Thanks for asking. So let me tell you a little bit about this story. This is interesting. So you guys know I mentioned a couple of videos ago that my car got vandalized in my own driveway from whoever. A neighbor's car got vandalized with me. And then I live about a quarter of a mile from a Dunkin' Donuts. Like if you go to the end of my street, it's a main road. And if you take a right at the corner of the next intersection, there's a Dunkin' Donuts there. And so about 2-3 days later, after my vandalism, the Dunkin' Donuts had multiple vandalisms. Their menu board in the drive-thru, somebody spray painted out of order. And then on their actual building, like on the drive-thru side, they spray painted the same message that they put on my vehicle, which was kill your local pedophiles, which is not good. So I have no idea if their cameras picked that up. At this point, I don't really care. But anyways, I took my car to the body shop where my cousin works, and they basically, whatever they did, they ended up getting my insurance to pay for everything, including my deductible. So I didn't pay a dime out of my pocket. And my car looks amazing. They did a really, really good job. Hey, Hermes, how are you? Thank you for being here. Yeah, I'm psyched I got my car back, too. It looks amazing. They did an amazing job on it. He was hungry. He just finished eating. Hey, Barbara, how are you? It did stink. I agree, Fast Beer. Yeah, it sucked. That's just a crappy thing that happened, but you know what? I don't know. I look at it this way, like I feel like the gods smiled down on me, I guess. You know what? It wasn't my fault what happened. And so the fact that I didn't have to pay for it, I feel like was justified. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, they covered my deductible. I'm pretty again, I don't know what they did. My guess is that they probably figured out a way to get the body shop probably figured a way to get what they needed to get paid, and they tried to not pass on the expense to me, which was great. So I appreciate all of that. It was amazing. Hey Emma, how are you? Welcome. Happy weekend. No, I agree, Allison. It shouldn't be my fault, but sadly, the insurance company, is paying out. And so at the end of the day, I'm sure they want to collect that money from somebody. So who knows? Maybe at some point, the police will figure it out, and maybe they'll send information over to the insurance company or to me, and we'll, if they can get their money back, I would love for them to do that, because I am a little worried about my insurance rate going up. I won't know, I guess, for a couple of months. At the end of the day, they're probably like, hey, we paid all this money out, and, we didn't really want to do that, so we'll see. Yeah, me too, Ari. They did a great job. I'll have to take a video of the car and maybe put it on my well, you can't really put it on your you can't put it on your post page. I don't think you can do videos, only pictures, but maybe I'll take a couple of pics and put it up there. Yeah, me too, Trish. My cameras are all up. So I've got 4 cameras. I've got this one's not on right now. I don't keep this on while I'm in the house, but I got this camera to spy on my boy Cal while I'm away. And then I've got 3 cameras on the outside. I got one in the front, one in the side, and one in the backyard. Of course, I should have put that up about 2 years ago, but at least they're up now. Calvin, how are you? How you doing, my bud? You good boy? Hey, baby. High five. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Emma, I'm so happy to see you here. I know you can't always make the live, so I'm really appreciative that you could make it today. Exactly, Ari. I'm pretty sure they buried it in their cost. They're pretty good about that. So, but my car looks really good. Like honestly, like it looks almost brand new. I'm psyched with how well it looks. Now, of course, I pray to God that nothing like that happens again. But you know, obviously that's out of my control. So we'll just which stinks. I mean, I've lived in this neighborhood for 22 years. Again, I live in a very middle class neighborhood. I'm not saying I live in anywhere fantastic or fancy, but I've lived here for 22 years and nothing like that has ever happened. You know, it's a very good neighborhood. All my neighbors are awesome. They look out for each other. You know, we're not the closest. It's not like we go out and, you know, we're not yakking it up a lot, but at least not for me. I mean, there's a couple of neighbors that do that, but we all look out for each other and everybody respects each other here. And so like my neighbor today, actually my next door neighbor, I was walking Calvin earlier today and she caught me. She happened to be outside. She's like, "Hey, Jeff, come over here." And she's like, "Oh, I just found out what happened in your car." She's like, "That's awful." And, you know, I didn't hear anything or see anything. And I'm like, "Yeah, I didn't either." I said, "If it weren't for the cop ringing my doorbell, I would have never known it happened." So, but yeah, so we got a good hood, Ari. I'm not, yeah, it's a great neighborhood, John. Again, we're very middle class, but it's just a good group of peeps. You know, we got families here. We've got, you know, older folks. There's been a little bit of turnover in some areas, but again, most of the people coming in are pretty good. You know, I do wish some of the neighbors kept up their properties a little bit better, but you know what? That's their prerogative. But let me tell you, I'm not going to say, obviously, you won't know anyways, but there's a neighbor, like, that's probably a few houses down. I literally want to, like, fire up my lawnmower and just go and like cut their lawn because it's just not really pretty to look at, and but it probably wouldn't be well received if I did that. Hey, are you there yet? Welcome in. Exactly, Emma. I kind of wish I just knew who it was. Mainly, at the very end of the day, I just hope it doesn't happen to anybody else. Obviously, I'm upset that it happened to me and my neighbor, who you can't see, but basically, if you look at, I mean, like the house basically through this window is the neighbor that also was affected, and then like if you were to go like basically at a 45-degree angle this way, the Dunkin' Donuts is about 200, you know, maybe like a quarter of a mile that way. And they also got hit. And who knows? There could have been other people that got hit too, but I just don't know who that is. Yeah, so we looked into that, Trisha, and for some reason, like they just don't know who it is. So whoever did it really obviously did a good job of camouflaging themselves or, you know, making themselves not known. Oh, cool. Ari, that's awesome. You made the news. So is it your local news? You should send us the clip. Is there a clip that you can like put on YouTube, or is that a copyright infringement? That's cool. Yeah, if you can send that to me, I would love to see that. That's amazing. It's really cool. Hey, Calvin. All right. Yeah, cool. Definitely do that. I want to see that. That's amazing. Calvin, are you looking for some treats? I'll give you another treat. Seriously, you've eaten so many treats today. Oh, I'll definitely love that, Ari. Yeah, send me that if you could, or put it on your community page. I definitely want to see that. I'm just going back to a few comments. Yeah, Allison, I agree. It does not matter where you live anymore. Sadly, I mean, I hate to bring this subject up, but I look at the subject of school shootings, and I feel like a lot of them happen, based on what you hear, they happen in places where there literally is like no violence other than like that event. And so, again, I agree, Allison, it can happen anywhere. It can totally happen anywhere. In fact, I feel like mostly happens in places where you don't hear about violence. It's like, when's the last time there was like I don't know, they advertised like a school shooting in like some really bad neighborhood in some urban area? You just don't see them post that. It's usually they post, you hear about it in places that normally doesn't have violence, and it's just crazy. Are you there yet? I hear you. That can happen. Yeah. So Calvin, actually today, I have to be honest, I had to give Calvin more treats than I wanted to. So so here's my, I worked from home today in the morning, and then I took my exams this afternoon, and I was kind of sitting at my table here. And so the exams that I took, they're not live proctored, but they're recorded proctor. So like, I literally had to like, show like, I had to take my laptop and basically show that I wasn't cheating. So like I had to do like a panoramic of like all my walls. Then I had to do a panoramic of like, I have chairs in the way now, but like the floors, and then my desk to show that I didn't have anything there. Then I had to take a selfie. I had to put my license in a video. And so I was taking my first test, which was the harder of the two. And about halfway through, Calvin, who normally is just hanging out on the couch over here, is like scratching at me in the middle of the test. And they're pretty adamant about, not moving your lips or like, looking down or doing anything. And I'm like, God damn it. Calvin is like, I'm like, you need to go back on the couch. So eventually he left me and was sitting there for 40 minutes to turn the rest of my exam. And I just had to ignore him. And so I finally finished the test, and I'm like, okay, Calvin, I'm going to give you a big treat. We're going to go outside, take you out. And eventually, that was good. And the second exam, he was great. He literally just like hung out on the couch, but it was pretty funny. All right. I'm just looking up at some comments. Trisha Furr, I worked in a high school with over 3,000 students. The principal said it's not a matter of if, but when. I retired of that. Yeah, I hear ya. Ari says, thanks. At Trisha Furr, the kids had so much fun. That's what it's all about. I agree, Ari. It's all about having fun. I'm glad your kids enjoyed it, and I definitely want to see that video. Are you there yet? Are you talking about Jake from State Farm? Are you there yet? I know, Allison. Oh, I just saw Ari's post. Jake from State Farm. Yes, exactly. Yeah, so I was like, I'm not gonna lie, it did stress me out with Calvin kind of doing what he was doing, because I was afraid at some point he's like, hey, you're not paying attention to me, human. Like, and that he might bark and like make a scene. He didn't do that. He just literally sat there, and I couldn't look at him because like basically I'm staring the whole time. I'm like staring at this screen, and like you can see me on camera in like the top right corner of the screen. And so if I were to like turn my head around to look at Calvin, they would probably be like, that guy's cheating. So I'm still waiting for the proctors, like they got to review the video footage. I mean, I'm very confident they're not going to like give me a hard time. I've taken 3 other exams in the same exact spot, um, but you never know. It's like it's a little stressful, like when you take these exams because you just hope they're like, oh, like you don't want them to accuse you of cheating in any way. Yeah, it is a little stressful, but let me tell you, after the first exam, I told my team and like my boss, I'm like, hey, I'm going to take both of these exams. I just want to get them done. And like after the first test, it was a tough test, and like it literally made my head hurt. Like there was just a lot of questions where I'm like, damn, I'm like, why don't I not know these answers? And so I was debating whether to take the second class. And like after, like I said, a 20-30 minute break, I was just like, you know what? No, I'm ready for that test. And I'm glad I took it. I actually did better on that test than I did the first one, which I did well on both. 90 and a 91, I'll take it. You need 75 to pass. And so I passed with flying colors. Exactly, fast Pierre. So it's crazy. Like not like so when you take your selfie in the camera, you got to like show your wrist. You got to like do this and this on both hands. And then, no joke, like you have to go to the camera and like show your ears to make sure that there's no like devices in there. It was crazy, like what they made you do. Amazing. Hey, Cal. Yeah, well, they just want to make sure you're not cheating. Right, Cal? Were you cheating? Were you cheating? Were you cheating? You're such a cutie. You're such a cutie pie. I know, right, Trisha? Just about, for Christ's sakes, a cavity search. I don't even think the security at the airport is that tight. Thanks, Emma. Yeah, you know what? I have to say, I was always a good student in school. Like I took it serious. I was everything I do, I try to do to the best of my ability. I'm not perfect, obviously, and there's things that I'm better at than others, but I will say I always give an honest effort. Even like I said in school and like, again, I needed a 75 to pass, but like for me, I was like, I literally was trying to get 100 on these tests. I knew I wouldn't, but that was my goal. It's like, you know what? I want to get 100. And so the fact that I got, over 90% or 90% and above on both of those tests, I'm happy about that. I didn't hate school, Trish. I mean, I was happy to be done with school, but I made the best of my time there. Sometimes it goes that way, Trish. So, what does everybody have planned this weekend? Anything fun? So tomorrow, I do need to run a few errands in the morning. I think I'm gonna do a impromptu live stream tomorrow with maybe play some kind of game in the morning. I know I won't get as much of an attendance because I didn't advertise it, but that's okay. Um, and then yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the moms. And so tomorrow afternoon, I'm playing golf as long as the weather cooperates. And then on Sunday for Mother's Day, we're going to my mom's house. And so we're actually it's just a little easier. Instead of taking her out, she'd actually rather have food like come into the house because we've got some young kids around and it's just easier that way. So we're just gonna grab some food from a local restaurant and we're gonna eat at my mom's house and they actually have really good desserts at this restaurant, so we'll probably get a really nice strawberry shortcake from there. And then, yeah, that's what I got going on this weekend. And then I have a business trip coming up soon, which I got to get ready for. And I'm looking forward to that. And then just keep grinding, as they say. Oh, Allison, is it your birthday? Oh, happy birthday, Allison. Wishing you the best year. Oh, awesome. Are you there yet? Family camping weekend. That sounds fun. Where do you go camping? What kind of like camp? Is it like a campground? Like, or do you guys do like hardcore, like wilderness camping? Oh, thanks, John. So when are you plan? When is your move going to be official? Like, are you like, do you have a little bit of time, or is that going to happen this whole weekend? Yeah, birthday cakes in the chat for Allison, please. Hey, Kim, how are you? Welcome in. Yeah, we've decided to go late night live. We don't usually do this often, but you know what? I'm having a having a great time. It's only 11:30 here, so it's not too bad, and it's a Friday, so we can do it. I don't have to get up super early tomorrow, so I'll sleep in as late as my body tells me to. You got to be out by May 14th, okay? And so, John, I take it you have a new job in Indianapolis or near Indianapolis. And if you're comfortable sharing, what do you do? You don't have to. You don't have to tell us if you're not comfortable. But if you are comfortable, let us know. Let us know what you do for work. I work for a credit union. I'm not a. I love what I do. I work in HR, specifically do comp, benefits, payroll, human resources, information systems, oversee recruiting. But glamping is cool. You know what? That's my. Oh, you're a chemist? Oh, that's so cool. Awesome. Did I see Anthony Chihuahua coming? Hey, Anthony Chihuahua. How are you? Welcome in. You know what? Maybe this is the time for me to go live. I feel like it seems like everybody's into this. Hey, Calvin. Can I have a high five? High five. Can I have a paw? Okay. I'll give you another treat. All right, guys. You guys pick the treat. The black one is a salmon. The pale brown one is just like a regular treat. That yellow one is a chicken flavor. And I think that's it. I think there's only 3. Which one should I give them? Oh, are you there? Are you really? What do you do for human resources? Do you have a specialty, or are you more of a generalist? Salmon? Okay. We'll give him the, yep. Sit. High five. Good boy, sit. Good job. Oh, yeah, John, me too. This is fun. I love this. Let me tell you, I was tired about an hour ago, and all of a sudden I've got like a second wind, and I love it. Oh no, Emma. Sorry to hear that it wasn't safe. What school does your son go to? I know, honestly, Ari, you're right. I definitely have another hour in me. And I'm not gonna lie, I am having a little bit of a concoction. This is my I'm having a little bit of bourbon. I'm having some this one right there. It's called Jefferson Ocean. It's a pretty high end bourbon, and so I'm just nursing this like nobody's business. Brooklyn College. Okay, cool. Hopefully everybody's safe there, Emma. I feel like, people have the right to protest, but I just want to make sure people are safe when they do that. Everybody deserves safety when they do that. Oh, okay. Are you there? That's cool. Hey, Naveen, welcome in. Sorry, I just saw you. Hey, Brett. Brett's like, not salmon. Okay. Sorry, buddy. I didn't see that. We already gave him salmon. We'll give him a not. We'll give him a not salmon treat the next time. All right, Calvin. Look at all this. This is gross. This is all Calvin's drool, right? Calvin, are you drooly? You're drooling. So I gotta actually go to. We gotta go to Petco this weekend. I gotta pick up some things, and so I gotta take care of. Here's Finn in a temporary bowl. Finn, what's up? Yeah, so I gotta clean out Finn's tank. This is all green weird stuff that really shouldn't be there. And so I've got to clean that out. So I got to pick up some supplies. I know exactly. Calvin, we ain't going to Petco. Petco. Right, exactly, Anthony. That's funny, John. All right, I'm adding some mods here. All right, give me a moment. All right, give me one moment. All right, I'm adding some mods. So pretty soon, let me know. You'll know if you're a mod. It should tell you. That's the treat spot. You're right. Hey, Anthony Chihuahua, you're a mod. Emma's a mod. Kissy Cat's a mod. John's a mod. Oh, I don't think I made Allison a mod, but you are now. Trisha's a mod. Are you there yet? It's a mod. Kim's already a mod. I made you a mod. Okay. So I made you guys a bunch of mods. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yes, Trisha Ferrari, you're a mod. Right, Ari, you get a mod. I get a mod. Oprah, I love it. Yeah, sorry, guys. I should have probably done that a long time ago. I'm not really good at some of the YouTube etiquette. I got to get a little better at, But yeah, Trish, you're part of the mod squad. I love it. Anthony wants to be part of the 60 mod squad. I love it. Yes, Allison, that was my birthday present to you. You're now a mod. Congratulations. Yes, you don't need to be honored. I make anybody who's a mod who I trust, and I appreciate being here. So thank you. And honestly, like for some of you, I haven't made a mod yet. It just means I need to see you a little bit more, and then I'll make you guys a mod too. Ari, I'm taking your philosophy on the mod, on granting out mods. I love how you do that. You basically say, hey, you know what? Prove yourself, and you'll become a mod. I think that's a great way to do it. Is Barry still in the chat? I felt like I saw him put candles out there or cakes out there for Allison's birthday. I hope you're still here, buddy. Let me tell you, man, I really appreciate a lot of your posts and shorts, man. It gives me a lot of it's just a great it just gives me sort of like goosebumps to see a lot of the things that you post. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't say I'm the most religious person, but I have to say, after reading some of your posts, it just puts me in a good place. And so I thank you for that. Oh, thank you, Emma. I appreciate you being here. You're such an awesome subscriber. You're so positive. I really, really appreciate all your support. Like, it really means a lot to us. You have no idea. Oh, okay. That's all good, Ari. No, but honestly, I feel I just feel really great, like, that I've come across him, honestly. Like, he's such a good guy. And, I enjoy, like, a lot of the messages that he spreads. It's a lot of facts. That's just how I feel about it. Wow, Ari, 4 live streams. That's amazing. I don't have that. You know what? I have my phone, which I'm on right now. This is my work computer, so I do try to, like, not do too many personal things on that. That is my personal laptop. I really should be using that more. This thing, like, honestly just sits closed half the time. So that's my bad. And I hear Calvin getting another snack. Are you getting another snack, Julie? 2 Chromebooks and 2 phones. Yeah, tell him, Ari. Honestly, he's just a great dude. And let me tell you, I know Ari, you follow this person also, but I've been watching a lot of Todd Saw's videos, and they're just awesome. Like, I don't know what it is about his videos, but I just find them very, like, educational, and just, like, he's also a really good guy, and I just like his way of presenting his videos. Like, I literally am, like, kind of binge watching them. It's really cool. Yeah, I agree, Ari. It's something about him. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? You vacuuming my floor, maybe? Oh, that's funny, Emma. A mod gives you a lot of powers, Emma. So you can't take that job lightly. So if you're ever on my live stream as a mod, if you see any inappropriate comments or people being rude or mean, you have the ability to, like, get rid of their comments, to block them, put them in their place. So you have a very important job on this channel now, and I hope you take it seriously. No, I'm just joking, but no, honestly, it's a nice privilege to have. It gives you the opportunity to put people in their place if they're being rude. And you know what? We try to be positive on this channel. I am not perfect. Right, dude? I am not perfect. You know that. But at the end of the day, I don't, I just want this channel to be a very positive experience for people. That's basically it. All right, I'm missing a bunch of comments. Let's see what's going on here. Ari, Todd Saw is awesome. He's a good dude, man. Very articulate too, man. Let me tell you, like, he's very natural on the camera. Like, honestly, like, it's just amazing. Like, he's very intelligent. Did you watch his geo tracking video? I actually didn't know what the heck that was, or geocache video. like he did some geocache video. I guess like it's this thing that you go search for. To me, it's like a different form of like looking for Pokemon Go or whatever. And I had to like look it up. I had no idea what it was, and I told him that, and he was just really gracious in like his response to me. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so they go geocaching. Honestly, I'm not even joking, Ari. I had no idea what the heck that was. When he's like geocaching, I'm like, what the heck is that? I had to Google it. I had no idea what it was. And I looked it up. I'm like, oh, it's been in place since about 2000. I'm like, this kind of sounds like Pokemon before Pokemon was in existence. I do know. You're right. Like, yeah, Allison, it was pretty cool to see what they found, but like, it's just weird how they came up with that. Like, honestly, like, do I need to go geocaching now? I don't even know if I should go do that. Allison's going to take being a mod very seriously. I appreciate that. Oh, yeah, that's true, Ari. You can click to another link and sub to another channel. That is really good. Anthony's Calroomba. Yeah, you know what? He needs to do a little bit better job, though. Calvin, can you pick up that drool right there? He's like, no, absolutely not. Hey, Vic, how are you? Welcome in. Hey, Vic, guess what? I just made you a mod. I feel like Oprah. I'm giving everybody mods tonight. Exactly, Emma. But you know what? I got to be mindful. We're doing well, thank you. Calvin's just literally looking for treats the whole time. That's all he cares about. All right, what can I give you, Cal, besides Old Mother Hubbard treats? Let's see. You know what? Calvin likes these, as do I. Calvin likes peanuts. Exactly, Barry. Hey, Barry. I'm giving Calvin some Planters peanuts. Barry has a website. I know Barry has a has a YouTube, but I didn't know he had a website. Oh, is that what happened, Anthony? I love it. Barry, I was just giving you mad props, by the way. Let me tell you, I was telling folks I'm not really the most religious person, but I take a lot of inspiration in what you say and what you stand for, and I appreciate everything that you do. So thank you so much for that. Here you go. Oh, no, yeah, no worries, Barry. I heard you were on A Surfers Live. It's all good, but I knew you were on my live earlier, and I was just saying, I just appreciate a lot of what you do. So thank you. Wow, that's yummy. Ooh, yummy. Calvin. Yummy, huh? Yummy? Wow, we've been alive for 55 minutes. Legit. I feel like I've been on for like 10. But that's all because of you guys, honestly. Hey, Heiner. How are you, buddy? Heiner Lucian from Germany, folks. Everybody say hello to Heiner. So Heiner's just probably waking up and we're just getting ready to go to bed. That's the beauty of time change and time difference in all over the world. Kim, so Calvin sleeps with me. He doesn't sleep he only hangs out on the cloud every now and again. Maybe when he's eating a treat, he'll go there. But when it's time for bed, he sleeps with me. 6 a.m. Yeah, it's just about midnight here. Hey, Nancy, how are you? Welcome in. So, Nancy, correct me if I'm wrong, but you have Rhode Island or Fall River ties. You live in Sacramento, California now, but you do have Massachusetts / Rhode Island ties, if not Fall River. Am I right on that, or am I confusing you with somebody else? You know what, Emma? So it's crazy. It depends on kind of like how Calvin is sleeping. Like I would say 80% of the time he does not snore. The other 20%, if he snores, I'm probably out cold. I can't hear it. But most of the time he doesn't snore, like when he's legit sleeping next to me. It's weird. I don't know if I'm right. I'm guessing. Am I right? Am I right, Nancy? I feel like you have a connection to Massachusetts or Rhode Island. Good night, Barbara. Thank you for being here. That's okay. Snoring is totally allowed. We'll catch up with you soon. Exactly. White noise. All right, Calvin. The toots, not so much. I will say this. I'm lucky. Calvin's not one to have a lot of flatulence, which is helpful. All right. This is my hodgepodge cabinet. We got some popcorn, peanuts, hot chocolate, peanut butter, Calvin's treats, a bunch of cups, Calvin's treats, some cereal, rice, junk. Let me show you how many cups I have. Honestly, I have enough glassware to have about 400 people have a drink with me. That's just one cabinet. That's glassware in one cabinet. Then we've got glassware in this cabinet. Then we got glassware in this cabinet. If you want coffee, we got coffee mugs in this cabinet. We got more coffee mugs up there and like some of my other dishware. No goldfish. Yeah, lots of coffee mugs. You ready? Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on this bottom shelf. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 on with the top shelf. 19, 20, 21, 22. I'm not going to really like be able to count well, but I would say I've got about 35 coffee mugs and about 100 glasses between pint glasses, beer glasses, mini glasses, wine glasses, margarita glasses, martini glasses. I got them all. Exactly, Ari. You know what? I need to make sure I have enough glasses in case I have 40 people to drink coffee with me. Yeah, I will say I have too much junk in my cabinets and too much junk in my closets. And that is a fact. I definitely need I did a clothes clean out 2 years ago and got rid of a lot of stuff. But my closets, I live by myself, but I have, closet in my bedroom, my spare bedroom, and they're literally packed with clothing. I need to get rid of stuff. But that's what happens when you live in a place for 22 years. You just accumulate stuff. That's just what happens. Whoa. I love my glasses. Honestly, I love my beer glasses. These, I haven't really been buying craft beer much. I'm just trying to cut back, but I love my tulip glasses, and I've got a few other kinds of glasses. I forgot what this one is called already, but this one's really cool. A Tiku. This is a Tiku glass. And then I've got, just regular, this one's really nice. This is this is like a crate and barrel, I believe, this glass. And then I'm repping my college here. This is they call this a can glass. This is Providence College where I went. In the fridge, I actually put some in the freezer, Ari, if that's what you're asking. So I've got... So this mug I just pulled out of the freezer. So if I'm drinking, you know what? Just because Ari asked, I really hate cheap beer, but the mountains are cold for Coors Light, and so I'm gonna pour a nice cold beer into this ice cold mug. So there we go. We got a nice ice cold WageWorks. I don't even know what that's from. Anyways, that looks pretty refreshing, right? Coors Light. This video is not sponsored by Coors Light or its affiliates. This is what you call, that's a little bourbon and Coors Light. And I'm going to bed after this because, honestly, it is midnight here. Oh, Calvin, my Calvin, what are you looking for? You looking to go out? I'll test the frosty mug. You know what? We're going to turn it around. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for being with us tonight. We appreciate it. In my 20s, I could probably chug that, but I can't do that today. I'm too old. Root beer for Trish. That's okay. Root beer works also. Calvin, too late. There could be. I would never let Calvin out by himself, by the way, just so you know, Kissy Cat. Ever. No matter what time of day. I agree, Emma. You know what? I had a glass of wine as soon as I took my 2 tests, and then chilled out for a bit, and then I had one little bourbon that you see here, and now I'm having this really light beer, which is easy to drink. Easy to drink, meaning that there's not a lot of alcohol. It's really cold and hoppy, I guess, or burny. Ooh. Like I said, back in my 20s, I could pound that, but I can't do that today. Take care. Are you there yet? We appreciate you being here. Oh, thanks, Heiner. I have another video that I'm going to post on that. It's pretty similar to the last one, but I took another video a couple days ago of me spying on Calvin. I just haven't posted it yet. But it is kind of funny watching him. All right, so it is 12:08. Let me tell you, I could now that I have like a second and third win, I could probably stay up until 2, 3 a.m., but I don't want to torture you guys. Thanks, Anthony. I appreciate it. Ooh, that sounds yummy, Kissy Cat. Beer and barbecue. Great combo. Oh, thank you, Emma. Yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Honestly, you guys are just amazing, and we appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate my mom, and let me tell you, you guys deserve all the praise that you get, not just on Mother's Day, but every day. I'm glad you guys are having a good time. I'm having a good time too. You know what? And again, I didn't plan this. This was so impromptu, but you know what? Maybe I discovered the good time to have a live stream is Friday night at like 11 p.m. Maybe that's when my crew is ready to have a good time. So, all right, Calvin. We're going to flip you to you. Calvin? Calvin? Pecco? Pecco? Treats? Look at that tongue. Look at that tongue. Look at that tongue. Look at that tongue. All right. So, Calvin, we got to take you out. All right, everybody. So, we are going to probably call it. And he is funny, Vix Blade. I agree. Thank you very much, Allison, for doing that. I appreciate it. Emma, thank you so much. Okay, guys, we are going to end it. It looks like Calvin really needs to go out. And so I'm going to take him out before we go to bed. But I appreciate you guys joining us this late in the evening. Honestly, we did not expect that. Hey, good boy, Chevy. Better late than never. Thank you for being here. Just to say hello, we appreciate it. Yeah, so we're gonna head out, take him out for a last minute walk before we go to bed, right, Calvin? Last minute walk. Do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to go for a walk? Look at the head tilts, guys. Come on. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. We really, really appreciate it. We might go live tomorrow with like a little game activity. Again, not announced, but that's okay. Whoever is there is there. But I hope everybody has a great weekend. And to all the moms, we wish you guys, or wish you gals, I should say, a very, very happy Mother's Day. We appreciate everything you do. And we'll talk to you guys very, very, very soon. Good boy, Chevy. Thank you so much for being here. And everybody else, we'll talk to you soon. Have a great night, or great morning, or great afternoon, wherever you may be.